Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome two players onto court now for our third quarter-final match. They're both from Belgium. They're both sisters. It's a repeat of last year's semi-final, when the elder sister went on to reach the final. The younger sister claimed the bronze medal. Please welcome, from Belgium, Tinne and Nele Gilis.
So welcome back to us here at unsquashable.tv for the AJ Bell ESF European Championships, live from the David Ross Sports Village at the University of Nottingham. You're live again with me, lead commentator for this event, Josh Taylor, and I'm joined by my co-commentator for this afternoon, the guy that got me into squash, Kevin Emery.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Josh. Looking forward to watching the clash of these two sisters here, the Belgian girls.
I'm going to go for Gilis winning this match.
Could be a Gilis, yes.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit on a fence. I'm going to go straight for it.
Yeah.
So if we look at these two players, we've got Tinne Gilis. So she's the younger of the two sisters at 19. She's the current Belgium number 2, and she's in the white. She's in the white, and she's the current world number 77. This is a repeat, actually, of the Belgium national final, so they clearly have to play each other a lot, these sisters. And she was recently a semi-finalist at the Edinburgh Open. Her older sister, Nele, at 21, is obviously the Belgium number 1 and the winner of the Belgium Nationals, is the current world number 35, and she also recently won the Irish Open at the end of last season. So could be quite interesting, this. I've not seen the two sisters play, despite them come up against each other quite a bit. I've seen a bit of Nele playing. I've not seen too much of Tinne yet, but hopefully it'll be quite an interesting match. It always is interesting when you get the siblings playing off each other.
Yeah, you're going to get a bit of sibling rivalry, but I guess that they probably know each other's games inside out.
Yeah,
which makes it difficult.
I know across the years you've had a few siblings in your coaching stable, haven't you, Kev?
Over the years, yeah, and it can be difficult at times, but also it's it has its pluses.
Yeah,
they sort of feed off each other, and wherever you are and whatever time of day it is, you've got someone to have it.
Yeah, you've always got a training partner, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. You've always got someone to hit with, so that is definitely a bonus, and obviously these two have probably done that quite a lot since they were young.
They obviously have come up through the exact same system, haven't they? So it's quite interesting to see how they play off against each other. You'd expect similar styles of play, and also knowing each other inside out. It's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm interested. One thing to pick up on what you said there, like the style of play, I'm interested to see if they are similar, or do they have different styles? Do they approach the game differently?
Yeah. It's interesting with siblings. So obviously they train in, you'd expect, a large part exact same environment, and then it's the individual differences within that environment as to whether or not they're going to have their own little added quirks or strengths, weaknesses.
Yeah.
It'd
be interesting to see if they are the same or different, but it's all going to pan out in front of us now.
They've both done really well as juniors coming through. They've always been there or thereabouts as juniors in all the European events, and also some of the world events. So they definitely have a good calibre. Belgium as well. Nice to see some different countries.
Yeah, it's always. I always think it's great to see different countries involved. I don't like to see, like, if you look on the world stage,
same like nation popping up.
Egypt tend to dominate, and I think England did. For a certain point, we had a lot of top 10 players, and although because we're in England, it's great at that point because you've got them players and you maybe have 5 out of the top 10.
Yeah, and
you think, oh, fantastic! Obviously, we're doing things right. And obviously Egypt at the minute are doing things right because they've got all those players. But on the other hand, it's good to have a proportion of countries.
Yeah. I think it's good
because
you get the different styles, don't you? Different coaching philosophies.
Yeah.
You know, if you
Different
look stereotypically, you get different styles coming out of each of these countries. You know, if you're going to say, as soon as you mention Egyptian, I'm thinking a lot of flair and moving the ball around, taking it in and attacking it quite a lot. And if you think of England, you think of good solid basics
solid
most of the time, don't you?
Yeah.
Same for Australia, and you know, it's interesting how that comes out. I think of France. I think of strong movers. You know, like Thierry Linkou, Greg, who we've just watched.
I mean, Thierry Linkou, he was another one of my sort of favourites. Just, I was always amazed by his strength and the power in his legs.
Yeah, just solid in his movement.
He'd get to a ball with a stride, and wherever he'd stride to, he was like he was stuck to the floor.
Yeah. He was actually like world number one for a whole year,
yeah.
wasn't he? I think it was 2004. I think off the top of my head.
His strength and power was amazing.
So it'd be interesting to see. I'm not, Belgium's not a country that, until these two sisters, it hasn't really been there or thereabouts on the World Tour.
Have we had a male at all?
It's a good question. There's a couple of good males on the PSA Tour that I can think of, but they're not right up the top there. They're lower down. But they're a bit younger, so similar. A little bit older than these two, but still a little bit younger on the tour than your established players. But certainly not a powerhouse that you'd say a traditional powerhouse. So it's it'll be interesting.
It's nice to have a new country involved, isn't it?
And they're both young. They're doing well at a young age, at 19 and 21. They've got a lot ahead of them.
Certainly got time on the side, haven't they?
Interesting. Nele's boyfriend as well, Paul Cole, obviously is doing very, very well.
Yeah.
He's they're all based in the same location.
Where do they play out of, Josh?
I think they're based in Holland. They coach Rodney out there.
He's
got quite a nice little
European Individual Players Championships.
Is it Nicole David play?
Match.
Different base, but she's
Tinne Gilis.
So she's quite good for the travel.
Belgium serving.
From the
Nele Gilis.
Quite central.
You're central. You can get everywhere with the World Tour being so spread out now.
Yeah.
Level.
Well, here we go.
And we're off. So the younger sister in
Belgian quarter-final.
Yeah. So we've got Tinne in the blue and Nele in the red, so everyone's aware. So we've got no mix-ups in the Gilis.
Yeah. Quite a lively start. First point.
Yeah, there we go. Nice to see a lob serve. Kev, you love a lob serve, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Not too many players using that lob serve nowadays, is it? It's
not enough for my liking.
James obviously uses it a lot, doesn't he? That lob serve.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is the case? Because having grown up with you coaching me, it's always been about that lob serve. That's been the best serve.
Yeah. I always felt that, especially if you think at junior level, I always thought that created the most pressure. Maybe if you think about the height, especially as juniors, I think that always does create the pressure.
Particularly the young juniors, it's good to get them lifted and used.
That's right. If you think about when you get to playing at this age group, is it as important? I still think it should put pressure.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you say, most sort of just tend to hit with a bit of pace and hit it across.
Yeah. I think it's trying to create pressure on that serve as well. So often players just waste it. It's the only shot that you're completely in control of, isn't it?
And that's why I've always sort of taught it, and it's always been a thing of mine to do that.
Yeah.
Like, as you know, the reason being, I think it creates a bit of pressure as opposed to just giving them the ball.
And
just hitting it across
as well off that return.
Let them have pace, so the ball's coming back quicker.
Yeah.
I just think it adds pressure on. If you look at that serve there, she's hit a sort of a lob serve in there, fairly tight. Wasn't a great return, was it?
Yeah, it was forces something early doors.
Yeah.
They've got to put the pace back on that ball then.
Yeah, if they've got to create the pace on the ball if they want to put it on. Whereas if you smash a serve across,
that's a good finish there.
You know, you
giving your opponent 2-3.
Yeah, you're just giving them the situation. Yeah. I was just doing my little bit of research here. At the Belgium Nationals, it was 3-love to Nele, the older of the two sisters.
Okay.
It was 11-8, 11-7, 11-4. So
and out.
I think we're probably going to see the older sister be she's definitely the favourite out of these two. But
yeah, she's obviously the Belgian champion and the higher ranked of the two ladies. She sort of 42 places above her opponent, so.
It's interesting because obviously Tinne's just coming out of juniors, so the number of results, unlike her older sister on PSA and on the tour, is less. So this is still probably a newer environment to her.
For Tinne,
to play in these big matches and national titles and things like that. They're bigger matches for her to try and acclimatise to. Neele's just had that experience a little bit more.
And what we've seen so far today is that experience is certainly counting, isn't it, on this stage?
Yeah, I think we've just seen the two top seeds make the most of their situation as top seeds, haven't we?
Yeah.
And get on and off very quickly against the young English players that they've come up against. Great experience for those two to get those matches.
Yeah.
But, equally, Greg and Camille were just trying to get on and off as quick as they could.
Yeah.
This is definitely more of a contest, I think.
Yeah. I think that's probably what you'll see, especially the next 3 or 4 matches. I think there'll be more of a contest. Yeah,
if I look what we've got coming up, we've got Rafael Kandra against Nikki Muller, so they're obviously training partners and play a lot. I think that'll be a bit tighter as well. Colleen Ahmad against Lucy Tamel at 5. That's our 5 o'clock fixture.
Yeah,
I think that'll be a bit tighter as well. Lucy seems to be playing well in the early rounds. Interesting one. The big one at 6 is the one I've been looking forward to. Is our home player Declan James against Porker Golan. I was told last time I was told last time they played it was quite a fiery encounter, that one.
Yeah, so we could have fireworks later.
I think the 6 o'clock fixture is the one to tune into.
Yes, definitely.
Then we've got Tinne Kandra, just recently married to Raphael actually. Against Millie Tomlinson, which again could be quite a nice match at 7, and then the last match of tonight is Lucas Serm against James Ulstrup, which will be a good finish. That
good contest, yeah. But James is in good form now, isn't he? This past sort of 6 months to a year, he's really picked his form up again.
Yeah, he did really well at World Series, didn't he? And he did well in a couple of events before that. He seems to have got himself fit and done really well as a result.
Yeah, he's looking
really sharp.
Looking fit, and
I think it could be a really big season for him this season coming up. Obviously, with Commonwealths coming up this season as well.
Yeah.
A lot of the Commonwealth countries are looking forward to that. And I bet.
What time of year is that, Josh?
It's a good question. I think it's April, May time off the top of my head.
We'll look into that for your viewers.
Yeah, we'll get that one later. But I think James will be looking for a gold medal in the individuals there. Could be a Nick James final. That'll be great for an English perspective.
Quite ready for that serve there.
Pure old man's tactics there.
Yeah.
Go and shut the ball back. You do another one of those serves for me.
It won't be as good as the last one. Nele's certainly got control of this first game.
Yeah, she's got right on top of English system, hasn't she? Interesting one for a coach because he can't say something.
Yeah.
He's going to have to sit back and
you must have the same coach. Where do you sit? You just behind the door?
Yeah, sit in the middle.
Behind the door in the middle.
Get yourself a footstool and a coffee and just,
Maybe he's sat in the calf.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, with siblings, I would probably stay out of the way. I think probably best left to it.
Yeah. That is a good question though, Josh. Who's in the corners?
Maybe it'd just be on their own. We'll see after this first game.
Yeah. You say, have they got partners? or playing partners?
Yeah, well, Nele's boyfriend is Paul Cole, but he's not here.
He won't be here. I haven't seen him.
I've not seen him. He's one that's just rising and rising. Obviously, he's not European, so he's not here, but certainly a player to watch for the forthcoming season, I think.
He's inside the top 10 now.
That's a good question. He was very close. I think he was at 14 off the top of my head. Tell you what, Google knows the exact answers, and he's up to 12.
12.
Wow, 2 places off.
Unlucky.
I remember you giving us a quiz, Kev, when I was younger on the top 10 in the world. I think I got 8 out of 10 when I was
Good score.
about 10. I think it was something. I remember
I did.
doing well. I think I'd be there or thereabouts.
It's not a bad score, that, Josh. Good squash in this rally.
Yeah, we've got done well to get back in this.
She's holding in now. Trying to make her sister work for this first game.
Yeah, it's
mixing the pace up. She's lifting those balls, using the heart in the front wall.
It's interesting, you know, like I assume they play a lot of practice games, these two. So when you've got in your head a preconceived score, that quite often it can be a hard match to go on and play, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then I know at different points when I've been playing, and you've got a player that you think is better, you would like to get a result. Obviously, everything in you wants to get that result, but overturn it can sometimes be an absolute mountain, can't it?
It is. It's difficult because mentally you're going on. You've never maybe beat this person.
Yeah.
You might not have even taken a game off them.
And played regularly, and you kind of get into that pattern of just the same match as last time.
It's just almost the same result, probably the same game scores every time.
Yeah.
But I think she is fine. It's tight. I think she might get a let there. Yep.
Nele could have run away with this game completely, I think, from that early bet, and she's done well to stay with her a bit more at this back end.
I've seen a couple of signs though, Tinne maybe getting a little frustrated with herself. So
doing a little boat turn.
Yeah. New turn there in front. Oh, that's loose. I think she knows the answer to that. First game,
11-5. So we'll see. The question is, who's in the corners, or are they on their own? That was our question, wasn't it, Kev?
It was, and
it looks like they're on their own.
Tinne looks like she's on her own there.
Nele's just completely disappeared, hasn't she?
Yeah. But yeah, she looks like
it looks like they're doing it by themselves.
Yeah, it looks like it's just her and the towel.
Yeah, maybe we need to put the mics around. You go one. I'll have Nele. You can.
Yeah. Yeah, we could go and help out. Give a couple of points.
We got
a young lady coming to help.
Yeah. That's on her. That's one. She trains in the same place as these two.
Again, that's difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, because now she's gone. She's chosen her side here.
Yeah, yeah. That's what could be thinking. It's always a difficult one when you got two people playing each other. You know.
Yeah, that you want.
And their sisters.
Yeah, obviously growing up, I had that with Dec and Ollie coming through every single age group together. Yeah. We've got Dec later on today. Obviously Ollie's not playing as much now, but as a junior it was formidable, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Those two had some
just before the start of this
battles.
Second game, we had a question in our
Oh yeah, we had the
last
question
match,
out, didn't we?
And we have a winner on that.
You've got a winner?
Yeah.
What's the prize?
Bottle of bubbly, I think.
Bottle of bubbly?
Yeah, it will be sent down.
Wow, they're quite expensive prizes
the question,
here.
Yeah. The question was, whereabouts in the world is Saskatoon? And the answer was Canada.
Canada?
Yeah, and the winner of our competition today is Sean Robertson.
Oh, so she gets a shout out as well?
From Enfield in London.
Oh, wow. Any relation to you, that, Kev?
No comment on that. But I didn't give the answer.
No feeding answers.
No.
I'll tell you what, where are you getting the bubbly from then? Because this wasn't, I didn't go to this script, so.
Oh, okay.
Are you getting the bubbly?
Suppose I'll have to.
Nele leads.
I managed to get you there.
I can't disappoint.
We'll see what, I've got Rich O'Connor joining me later on. We'll see if he's got any prizes to hand out.
Yeah, I'm not sure she'd want a squash racket.
A squash racket or free lesson on the glass court.
No, I don't think she'd be that bothered.
No.
Take the bubbly.
Take the bubbly. Well, that's an expensive trip to London next time, Kate.
That's it. Oh. So early exchange in this game, first game, decent rally. Tinne's come out. What tactics are going to be to try and change it? I thought that was good, waving her arm around the air.
We've got a little bit of a left-hand situation, haven't we?
Yeah. That's some nice bows. Worked into that front corner.
I got you a couple of those bows earlier on, Kev. I've been working on my backhand bows.
I'd forgot about those.
Had you forgotten about them?
Yeah.
They were that deceptive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just tend to forget about things. that way.
Is that what Master Squash does to you?
No, it's just what losing does.
Too low.
I think I've lost that aggression in my maturing age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Become a softer game, is it?
No. Still got that fire.
You gotta have that fire. You gotta tame the dragon.
You can't play without a bit of fire, I don't think.
Nah. Having said that, Death seems to do that quite well. He seems to be a bit of an Iceman at times.
Yeah, he's got something there though. He shows it on occasion.
Yeah. Trying to think, who do you reckon is the most chilled out player you've ever seen play?
Ooh.
Most chilled out. Should we send that out as a question?
Right, okay.
So a question on our poll here. Who's the most chilled out player you've seen play? You can either tweet it to JT_squash or Kev_fruitbat on the Twitter, or Facebook us on the unsquashable.com Facebook, and well, I'll tell you what, the one that me and Kev think is the most appropriate, the most chilled out player, we'll give a shout out to.
Yeah.
No bottles of bush this time.
No. This is just pure. There we go.
Oh, I've got a notification already. That's quick.
Well, that's quick.
Yeah, we'll save them. We'll see what comes through.
We'll look at the end of this second game at those.
Yeah,
what responses we get. Yeah. Tinne started this game well. She's certainly putting up a fight in this game.
It's nice to see AJ Bell sponsoring this event. I think it's the chief exec was a graduate of Nottingham Uni.
Okay.
It's quite a nice little link. They've put consistently behind squash actually since the last World Championships in Manchester, and then they've committed to a lot of events in Manchester year on year, and then we've got World Championships in December coming up in Manchester. So,
well, without sponsors, we sometimes we don't have a game, do we?
So AJ Bell have really sort of got behind squash as a sport. And
that's a nice finish.
It's great to see.
Great finish there from Nele. Backhand volley drop.
3-4.
A couple of those.
Favourite of mine. Now can Tinne push this game on? This is that midway point in the game. where
A couple of nice
she's
backhand
got to be able to push it on a little bit further. Working the ball up and down the line.
Got to look for those volleys and those loose cross strokes, really.
Yeah. Nice. She plays that little
That's
backhand
a nice
bow
lob,
throw.
that.
Good. Good rally, this Josh. Working each other. Oh,
I think that's our longest rally so far.
Yeah.
That was good.
it's a good rally, but disappointing finish.
Right.
Put it, simple backhand drop into the top of the tin.
Do the basics brilliantly.
That's right.
That's what the textbook says.
It's that easy.
It's that
Well, it is
easy.
from here.
That is that easy that these top players can't do it.
Yeah.
All the time.
That's why we're sat here.
Yeah.
Some really tight squash down this backhand.
Yeah, they're working the backhand really nicely, aren't they? Just both trying to find some space, really.
Working that bow stand with attacking shot. Yeah, frustrated Tinne now. I think that's 4 points in a row from Nele. From 4-1 down to
She's done,
5-4.
she's done well to get this back level peg moving ahead.
Just again, you don't know if this is sometimes maybe a mental thing, psychological, coming up against her older sibling who's maybe tends to win most of the battles.
Yeah, I think it's just getting stuck into a normal game. Nele's now started to move through, but Tinne did well in this early part of the game. It's trying to keep in those bits,
Sustain it.
where you
sustain it.
Yeah, sustain it and just keep in
She's
what
got
process
that.
you're doing to.
Tinne's questioning it, but I thought she got that.
I think it looked alright.
She's not happy about it.
She definitely wasn't happy, was she?
No. Might be a talking point later, that.
Yeah. I'm not sure we can repeat worse behaviour on a squash court though, Kev.
Worst behaviour.
Yeah. Oof. That was nowhere near some of the stuff I've seen over the years. But I'm
Who
sure
from?
you've seen more. No, not from either of us.
Well, we're not.
Yeah, I don't think we're naming shame.
No names.
Nah.
No.
Unless you really don't like them.
I know, 5-6.
No.
There's no one you don't like though, Kev.
No.
Nicest man in squash.
I don't know about that, but no. We all get frustrated.
Even the best of us.
Just gotta leave it on court.
Still looking for some of those messages in on the old most relaxed squash player. See if we can get some good shouts. We've got a couple lined up.
Got a couple lined up.
Yeah,
Are these professional players, or have we got some?
Oh,
Don't forget, you could put.
we could put club players.
Especially
in
club
here, couldn't
players.
we? I mean, we can't judge club players, but we'll
Maybe if
always
they were
put them in the
maybe
mix.
Nottingham based, we could.
yeah.
If we got any Nottingham listeners out there, obviously myself and Josh would probably know them. Or Josh might know Manchester area.
Yeah, we've got. Oh, we can definitely chuck some names out there.
He's playing a bit too short for my liking. He needs to pull us. Tinne needs to get a sister back. Oh,
7-6.
that's
Yeah, just caught the
unfortunate.
top back.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Wasn't the best shot from Tinne there in the world.
No.
Sometimes
Sometimes
that bit of
players
luck.
go for that deliberately, don't they, down the middle shots? But that wasn't.
Yeah, I don't
deliberate.
think it. No, I don't think she meant that one.
No. But it worked. So it was
Take it.
effective.
Tell you what, you always take it.
I thought you were the nicest man in squash, taking everything.
Yeah,
Straight to
fishing
Tinne,
there.
8-6.
Now you take it. If it's legitimate,
Oh yeah,
just because if you haven't met it,
no dodgy.
meant the
business.
shot. No. No, we don't like cheating.
Allowed.
That's a lovely little bow.
Seven,
They play these
eight.
bow sisters play the bows well.
Yeah, they both worked in the boat well, and they've both been very tight on the backhand. So clearly that is a characteristic of where they're from.
Both players, yeah.
The other bit which I've noticed is the backhand straight drop sort of counter if it's been loose around that area, or
Yeah,
they've both gone to take that in quite effectively.
yeah.
There's another boat. It's the key on the boast, that almost like that 2-wall, quite aggressive
Yeah.
kind of Aussie boast.
Yeah.
Like there.
It's all 2
That
wall.
was perfect, wasn't it?
Yeah.
As soon as I was saying it,
Yeah.
it's 2-wall boast. The
8
thing is
all.
with
I
that,
like
it
that shot.
forces your opponent to lift up on the
To
ball.
hit up.
As soon as you get someone hitting up, you can hit down more, and then you're building more and more pressure, aren't you?
The other thing is especially off that 2 wall, sometimes you don't really want to like counter drop it, do you? Because you're in a certain.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're in a position where if you counter drop it, you could
It's
you really
almost
put
running
yourself
away
in the
from
way.
you, isn't it? And
Yeah.
it's
Left, 8 all.
Could be under your feet a little bit, or
quite often you just end up cross-courting it
Yeah.
back, don't you? And then it's gone
Yeah.
exactly to where it's come from. Misunderstood shot quite often, I think, the boast. I think that's a club player shot that's played probably the most poorly. If I
yeah, the
from my
boast.
watching around, it's trying to hit it very far down the sidewall, isn't it? Create that angle that you get that 2-wall, very aggressive 2-wall,
Yeah,
and try
add
and
a bit of
avoid.
cut.
What's that?
I'd try and add that bit of cut to the ball.
Yeah, and try and
Like
see,
that, look, it's in again
there's
there.
again good example. I think quite often,
Like
what
you
I've
said, you
seen-
cross-courted off
Yeah,
of it,
I s-
you know?
know what I'm doing, don't I?
That's a stroke.
Stroke to Nele, 9
I
8.
think quite often I see at club level,
Sorry,
a
Tinne,
3-wall
that's a
boast.
stroke.
Is it straight?
Yeah, I thought so. It's a loose shot, just didn't clear it.
I was getting excited about my boast cross court
Yeah.
ability to read the play. No, quite often at club level, I think the 3-wall boast is played far too much. You know, I think there's quite often my advice there would just be to get rid of playing a 3-wall boast unless it's the real last thing that you can play.
Yeah. Or if you can hit
Always
it,
going to be an interesting.
if you can hit it at the neck, that's always a.
I've got a bit of questioning. Yeah, you see, it's whether. I think they were like there. She's Nele saying there was a line around the other side. She took the wrong line to the ball. Yeah, if you can hit the neck, but I'll tell you what, there was a Nottingham Uni player that I played at Spec called Tim Dixon. He used to roll it out on that post every single time.
That's one reason to play it.
Yeah. But I've never seen anyone roll it out so consistently. I think he did it about 5 or 6 times in one match once I was playing. It was ridiculous.
You're looking at tempo here, good. Tight ending.
Second game, it's good.
Yeah.
Good to see.
10 9.
Tinne's really starting to put the pressure on this.
She's got to keep it together.
Can she get this game? That's the question. Get one more game than she did at the Belgium Nationals.
Think it's that extra pace that she's put in there? Or?
Yeah, there's a bit more tempo, and I think a few better combinations. Just working a few more combinations of play. You know, we've seen her use that boast. We've seen her take the ball in straight short on the backhand really well.
Tight
Just
down
keeping it
the
a
backhand.
little bit more simple and just sticking to a couple of good patterns that she'd planned out. I think that's made a big difference. I was actually about to say she's played less cross-court deep as well.
11 9.
She played 2 cross-courts as soon as we
Down to
back.
Tinne.
But that was a great boast as well, wasn't it?
1 game all.
So
She get 2 points for that.
2 points for the... No, it went... Yeah. Game ball. 11-9. Did you miss it?
Sure the score in the top
The
corner was
score
9-0.
No, she got that. It was 11-9.
I'll have
that
a word
game.
with the
Yeah, have a word with the scorer. Here we go.
Any
we're gonna
confusion
get-
there.
Oh,
That's a
there's that
that
boast from Nele earlier on.
nailer, yeah.
Someone's listening to us, clearly. We're getting boast replays.
There we go, look.
Here we go. Oh,
I
no,
think
that's
that was
that
a stroke.
decision, yeah.
I called a stroke on that, yeah. Good volley drop there. And there's the boast runner. Take the game. 1 game all.
1 game all. So we've got this sibling battles.
So we have a game on our hands. Yeah, we've got a game on our hands.
Scott, have you got any suggestions for this most chilled out player? I've got a few.
Go ahead. You go for
Have
them.
you got any? There was a junior player when I was a junior anyway, so same age as me really, Alex Lemon, and he was always so chilled. And actually, him and Deck, I remember that him and Deck playing it a match when we were quite a bit younger, and it was literally a match of the most chilled out players I'd ever seen. So I've had that one through. So clearly someone's remembered him. And then, have you got any others? I've got one other. and
Who would
it's a
that be?
Nottingham one. Yeah,
I mean, there's the obvious one of like Declan.
yeah. I've got
He's
Lewis
killed.
Walters as well, his
Lewis,
cousin.
yeah.
I heard him recalled as the coolest man in squash yesterday.
Yeah.
He's joining me for Dex game actually. I think he's going to try and join us in this commentary booth.
Maybe you should get a nice comfy seat in for that one then.
Yeah. But fire any
chill out.
more across our way. We'll see who wins the battle of the most chilled out player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep.
I mean, we've got 3 names on the list, so
Yeah. Keep them coming in.
I haven't got a definitive winner yet, but
One game all.
when we
To
do,
serve.
we can
Love all.
definitely reward them. So here we go. 1 game all. 3rd game.
Yes, lad. Love all.
Putting the pace on the ball here. Tinne, look, coming out again. Just coming out the traps.
One love.
It's getting a little bit tasty, this, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Suddenly hotted up.
I think we've
one love.
definitely got a game on our hands, I think. Wouldn't call it at the minute.
No, I think
Tinne's looking.
she's looking good actually in this. Last game she looked a lot better.
I don't think she's having anything there.
It'd be interesting if Nele starts to get a little
Yeah,
bit
she's getting a
frustrated.
bit-
Like
that was
there's
the first
signs
little bit there,
wasn't
yeah.
Little murmur.
Yeah. I think Tinne's in a good place here.
Mm.
She can just sustain this. Then the higher ranked player could be in trouble.
Three
Yeah,
love.
I think she can keep this pressure on and keep calm. Nele might just start to get a little bit frustrated. I think that could potentially make it quite an interesting game. Not potentially, I think it is going to make it an interesting game.
She's fighting. Tinne, she's getting things back.
And out. 1-3.
She's just got to forget that and move on to the next
The
point.
interesting thing that obviously earlier on we've had some matches that have been one-sided with lower ranked players and higher ranked players. There's still pressure when you're playing your sibling.
Yeah.
You know, we've got
Yeah.
quite a big ranking
2-2.
gap between the
That
two.
post.
But I think for both players there's pressure because of it.
I'm having a few scoring issues. So
Kev's on the ball
my-
with the scores.
yeah, my missing the 9-all to 11-9 in the last game doesn't look so bad now.
Yeah, you're trying to pick holes now, aren't you? Make
Yeah.
sure it wasn't you. Oh, she needs like
Go
you
to
turning
Nele.
him for that
Yeah.
goal.
2-all.
That's a Belgian thing.
Yeah.
Definite stroke. Can't argue that one. Or would you argue it, Josh, if you were playing your
No,
board?
no. Gentle discussion.
Gentle yeah.
Nah, that was definitely straight.
Yeah, but if you're on the court sometimes it's
Yeah,
not.
you just can't see clearly, can you, with the decision? No,
Or do
I-
we take
I
our
always-
frustrations out on the referee?
no, I never do that. I like to have a nice chat now and again.
Yeah.
And out. 4-3.
I've always been told that I do it in a nice way, though. I think that's the key.
Yeah.
As long as it's not an aggressive tone.
Nothing wrong with asking the question. Or are we just trying to put doubt in the referee's mind for the next situation?
Maybe I'm doing it in a crafty way.
That's tight. That's tight. It's a
Another
little bit
Straight to Tinne.
tight backhand
5-3.
drop.
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of pressure in that
Forced
corner.
a loose return there.
Once it's gone
They're
in
both
there
very strong, aren't they?
with a backhand drop, they've both been very good there. Both showed that great post. Both been tight down the backhand. It's been on this forehand where there's been the room to move a little bit more. Interesting choosing a cross court.
Ooh. Yeah, I didn't think it was the right shot.
No, I think I'll just
open
that
it up
one.
too much.
And that's a nice
Good
lift
lob.
out.
Touch. High on the front wall again.
Straighten that off.
Oh, working in with a couple of bows to pick up. Both working hard here. Oh, bit of a lazy bow.
Yeah, that just didn't bother to get in the right position.
No, that was a lazy bow.
I think the length of that rally maybe
And
got
out
to her.
4-5.
Yeah, they both put a lot into that.
No, it's good rally. It's some good stuff coming on. It's really started to hot up this game after that first game.
This is, after that rally, this is
two can back it up.
it's a big point, this one. These next 2 or 3 points.
Yeah,
If one of them's feeling that last rally.
Oh, that's a great
And
shot.
out.
Oh,
Yeah, I think if Tinne can
was
just
that,
build a bit more
I'm
score
feeling a
pressure.
bit tired, I'm going to just go
Yeah,
for the
I'm just
winner.
going to go for it, yeah.
And it came off. Oh yeah, 6-4.
6-4, so we've got the 2-point gap. I just, that's
7-4.
another
Nice
great
winner.
straight short winner. On the old
But
stumble.
Nele, cross court, just loose.
Just loose, getting picked off a bit. So we've got a 3-point gap. I feel a couple more points here. And then Nele
Close
might be
this one out.
staring down the barrel of 2-1 down to her younger sister.
Under pressure here.
It's a great
Mm.
little
Yeah.
trickle.
Triple boast there. She's not looking comfortable,
8-4.
Nele.
No.
Now can she fight back here? She needs to do it quick. Tighten that back in.
Down.
Oh,
And out.
a bit rash with that one. Volley
Yeah.
boast there.
Let's see if she's got some maturity here to just
Yeah.
close this out. Saw Greg do that so well earlier on, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just closed out every time he got an opportunity. Not let your opponent back in.
A bit loose down. It's a lot loose down this forehand.
Yeah, you just feel that's where the chance is going to come from.
Yeah.
But it's from both players, so it's a little bit like
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
going to go there and create the opportunities.
Ooh.
What are you going for?
Tinne, and out.
I think stroke.
I was going for a stroke. There we go. Both on board with the ref.
Yeah, I don't think the straight lob was high enough.
Nah. That's the risk, isn't it? Going straight off some of those
Yeah.
balls from the front.
You've got to get under it.
Mm. That's
Oh.
a great
Yeah.
shot.
And out.
Nice.
6-9.
6-9, 3-point gap. See if Tinne can get these 2 points.
Nele's got to pull something out here. She needs.
She's going to need every bit of those that
Yeah.
2-year gap in experience, isn't she?
Yeah, to dig this one out.
It's interesting. Quite often the younger sibling in the long run
Yeah.
turns out to be the better player, don't they?
Yeah, possibly they learn from the older one, and they always have.
The path's
The
already
harder.
trodden, isn't it?
Yeah, but they also their training partner probably most of the time is
It's better than
better.
them.
So
Yeah.
therefore you're always training with a better player.
Mm.
Whereas the older one,
7-9.
It's got to do it for
Yeah.
themselves a bit more.
so it's a different path, isn't it?
Yeah, it is very different. You see that quite a lot though when they in siblings that the younger one will eventually, once they've overturned the older one, push through and be a stronger
Yeah.
player. Be interesting to see how these two develop as they get older. The A-balls you've said, they were two that you had, didn't they?
Yes, Robert and
I'll
Chris.
tell you what, now sibling rivalries, that was quite a rivalry
a-
to grow up near.
Yeah. Oh yes.
8-9.
But
How did you
Chris-
manage that?
Chris went on to do
He did
Was
quite
it?
well.
too
yeah.
well, didn't he?
So at Loughborough
Robert kept
University actually when I
playing,
was coaching there, he was doing really
Yeah,
well.
he's good at coaching as well.
Yeah. Yeah, we're reminiscing now.
Yeah.
No, that was an interesting sibling rivalry. That there was certainly some
Ooh,
good contest.
That was it was always a battle.
What about top in the World Tour squash? I'm trying to think who's right up there. Siblings, obviously, you got Mohammed and Marwan El Shbaghi. Trying to think if we had any girls. Yeah, Natalie and Rachel Grinham.
Yeah.
They went all the way to the top.
Those pulled it back. I did say these next 2 or 3
9
points.
all.
And Tinne hasn't managed to take any of them.
No, not a single one. So we're at 9 all. And now it seems to have just flipped that pressure, doesn't it? And Nele stayed very calm, actually. That was the bit that we were interested to see, was how she
That's it. She did look like she was getting a little frustrated, but she's pulled it together.
Interesting to see what happens here. She tries to ride it out.
Yeah, this is a big point here.
Nele definitely looks more calm out of the two now.
And down his backhand. Open up the court.
That's a great drop.
Good pick up there. Good lob.
Follow it up.
Oh, they're playing it. Oh, lane.
There we go.
10-9 in the back there. Right, can she see
First
it out?
time?
And
Yeah.
10-9.
That's what you want to do, isn't it, as a player? Take it first time.
See if that settled some of the... There was a bit of edginess, wasn't there, in that backhand?
Certainly pressure being created here. Just might look to volley that.
Nice tight ball. Back down that backhand side. And again, just building pressure, waiting for that opportunity.
Thought at the end she could have had an opportunity there, but working that boast in. It's a great lob.
I think our answer to similar styles, Kev, was answered quite early on, wasn't it? That they're very similar of strengths.
Yeah. Not seen many of those forehand drops.
No, we've not really used that quarter much. There we go, back. That backhand. Oh,
it's open. Got it.
That's a great lift though.
There again.
Oh,
it's good.
I think that was down. What do you think?
11-9.
I think she's brought it
Down
down.
to Tinne.
There we go.
Tinne leads 2 games to
11-9 in
1.
that third game. So the younger sister and Tinne has taken that, so she leads 2 games to 1. So we've got quite a bit of pressure on the older sister now, haven't we, Kev?
Yeah. What's going through her mind now? I'm going to pull this one round.
Definitely, it's going to be an interesting 4th game. See what
you think she still have that belief though from past victories to be able to dig in and turn it.
It's
around.
going to be that pressure, isn't there, of past results, and probably that self-belief as well. That's important.
This is where for both of them it's probably a mind game.
Yeah, mindset's going to come out here.
Because Tinne will think, maybe I haven't got the results in the past.
Yeah.
And all these things start going through your mind.
Sometimes if you get up in that as well, that's when you start to doubt yourself sometimes, when you just can't, you know?
Have we got any more? Have we had any more on the squash players, Josh?
I'll have a little look. I don't think we have. So we'll leave it out there. We'll see if we can get a better one. I'm sure there's got to be people out there that have got one.
I think there might be a 5th game in this.
What,
this match?
This match? I'd go with a 5th game. The crowd want it. No, there's no more suggestions yet. But if you keep sending them in for the most chilled out player, that was what we're after, weren't it? Fruit Bat. Either on the Twitter or get us on the Facebook on unsquashable.com's page. Nele's first back
come out the corner first.
So we'll see. Mindset's going to be so important, isn't it, Kev?
Yeah. Coming out and she's going to look determined to get herself back in this match. And can the lesser experienced player
Tinne leads 2 games to 1.
I'm going to go with Tinne. I mean, she's been done so well in juniors. That if she can carry that across, that sort of big game mindset into this, and as much as this whole environment of a big glass court stage has pressure, when you're there with your sister, I think it has probably a little bit less
bit
pressure
less,
in the scenario, but there's still a lot of pressure in the fact you're playing your sister. So it's that, but it's probably a little bit more familiar.
Yeah.
On love.
It's definitely that familiarity, won't they?
Mm.
See what they can do at the start of this game then. See who can put their stamp on it. I think Nele's come out looking aggressive.
Mm. That's what she had to do, really, wasn't it? She had to come out with a lot of energy.
Yeah, she's up. She's on her toes. She looks lively.
Yeah. Trying to make that count, isn't it? And trying to get into your opponent's head a little bit more. Trying to show that sort of energy.
Gets it back.
You'd expect Nele to try and
Backhand
get a good
drop.
lead.
It's tight.
She had to come out firing, didn't she?
Yeah.
The tennis can get back into that groove of what she was doing so well in those last couple of games. Those combinations, wasn't it, of opening up an opportunity, particularly on the forehand, taking that boast, or an opportunity around the middle for the backhand straight drop, and then working the scenarios off it.
Yeah. I mean, the backhand drops have been big in this match, haven't they?
Yeah, like there's been those two real sort of key ways of attacking, really.
And out.
That's a bit of an unforced one there from Nele.
She looks a bit
1-2.
unhappy with herself there.
Yeah.
Rightly so as well. It's quite an
easy shot to take.
easy chance. Also, you know, in terms of building momentum, 3-love looks a lot better than 2-1.
There we go.
You get a 3-point
Tight
gap
drop.
and it can run away a bit more.
So you can stay in touching distance.
And out. 3-1.
Stops score pressure building, doesn't it?
I'm going to stick with my prediction of going to 5, Josh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go on, I'll make it interesting and go for Tinne taking it 3-1.
Anything on this?
I've heard you've had
Is that
a few
no?
well, yeah, go on then. You've been splashing out the bottles of champagne, so not a massive champagne drinker, but you know, if you've got bottles of champagne lying around.
Wine or...
Go on, we'll have a pint later on it. Multiple brands available, of course.
Yeah, don't mention the label.
Yeah.
There we go. One shot. Let's come back a bit.
Yeah, we're at 3-all.
3-0.
I think I've spoken too soon again.
Yeah, don't do that commentator's curse thing.
We're almost taking sides here, Josh.
Yeah, I know. It's
I'm starting to root for Nele and starting to root for Tinne here.
I'm going for Tinne, 100%. I reckon she's going to close it out. I reckon she's got a big game mindset in her.
Tight backhand.
Yeah. And out. 4-3.
Tell you what, we were doing really well on the scheduling of matches until this one, which is going to push our schedule out because we've had a tight one.
That's the first one that's going to go over, isn't it? Coming up to 55 minutes now.
Yeah. Scheduler's nightmare, that, isn't it? A overrunning match.
Yeah.
There you go, match length 47 minutes so far.
5-3.
Could reach over the hour mark if it goes to the 5th, I think.
Yeah, most definitely.
What's your longest match ever, Kev? Can you remember?
Oof. Well, it might be a guy actually listening on the radio.
Yeah.
I actually lost it as well.
Oh.
It was a 3-2. at the
I
park.
watched mine as well.
It was mine was a Saturday morning.
Was it?
Early, yeah, really early kickoff. And I think it was an hour and it was nearly about an hour and a half, I think.
Yeah.
About an hour and 25, an hour and a half.
Yeah. I think
I lost 10-9 in the fifth.
10-9.
Yep. And
oh, so it's traditional scoring as
for
well.
those of you, for those of you who've played at the park,
6-3.
on court 10.
Oh, so it was the big show court as
Show
well?
court, and
Did you finish with a crowd?
no, not at that time. It was about 9 o'clock in the morning. On the backhand, or on the left-hand side of the court, is an opening at the top.
Yeah, it's open, isn't it?
And at 9-all, my opponent hit the ball out. Well, at 9-8, he hit the ball out to make it 9-all. Obviously, then there was an interruption in the play
so there's a bit
for me to serve.
7-3.
I went, got the ball,
That's nice here.
come back down, and then lost. Maybe I shouldn't have gone up the steps.
No, you're too nice.
But yeah, Nicky Palin, that was.
Was it?
Yeah.
And out. 4-7.
One of his few victories against
I can
me.
think of two that come out in my head. I remember playing at Leicester Uni against Rob Britton, who's playing one of my teams when I was
Robert
younger.
Britton, yeah.
And we used to have quite a lot of long fights when I was younger, growing up. And I remember playing one on one of the courts there. Hard match.
5-7.
No crowd whatsoever. I think we went up to like 26, 28 or something in one of the games, playing C2 clear scoring. And it was a joke. I remember neither of us could figure out how to break the deadlock of going back and forth. And then when we got close, or you'd win a couple of points and overturned it, it then flipped back the other way.
The great thing
And
about
out 8-5.
squash, I always think, is when it's like this, and these two girls here, when you've got a great battle.
Yeah. Doesn't
And
matter the level, does it?
No. You can be any level, and if it's going like this, I think it's going to go to 5. But you know, when you're tightly matched, and you're trying to work it out, how to, you know, you can't beat it.
No, it's great. Like it's the atmosphere, isn't it, that it creates. The other one was at the park actually.
I say it's almost like it's almost in between a boxing match and a chess match.
It's that mind
in between
physicality,
yeah.
isn't it? No, the other longest match, which I think was 2 hours. I remember it being the longest match by far. I was playing against a guy called Andre Urtka, who played in this event, lost in the early rounds, and I went 2-love up and lost 3-2 on court 7, which is obviously one of the glass backs at the park. I remember it going this match, and we started off with one man and his dog, and we ended up with a massive crowd in this tournament, and it was a good match. I was ruined.
I think they allowed dogs in.
Yeah. Well, you know. But no, I remember us finishing, and we had this huge crowd watching the tournament.
Nice hold down the forehand there.
It took me 2 days to recover. I could not get right after that. It hurt me.
Pain of losing.
I think it was just the pain of the long match. The losing definitely didn't help, but
the loss added to it.
I can't remember if I had any match balls, but
that's a great shot.
Add to the story if I did.
10-6.
So we got your predictions coming true here of us going to 5. I think that's right. Should we put a commentator's curse, and then
I think that's what you're trying to do.
My choice might come back.
Yeah. I did fancy Nele for this one.
Just a lot more positive this
Put
game.
it up. There we go.
There we go.
She moves
11-6.
more
Going to
energetic,
Nele.
move better,
2 games all.
bit more pacey.
Yeah. So Nele takes that one 11-6. Yeah, she's got to keep that up, hasn't she? She's got to keep the energy that she showed there. She's a lot more springy around the court.
Yeah. The energy levels looked a lot higher in that game.
And that counted a lot, didn't it?
Yeah, she didn't seem to look like she was frustrated like she did in the previous 2 games.
I think that's got to show some experience, hasn't it? That 2 years experience above a younger sister.
But
definitely.
But the other thing is
dealt with that well.
Is that belief is if you've won time and time again against a certain opponent, even if you're down, that other opponent's thinking, well, I haven't beaten her.
Yeah.
And if you're the one down but you've never lost, you think, come on, I normally beat this opponent, so
just gives you that spur on, doesn't it?
You still feel like you can do it because you're used to doing it.
So do you think going into this fifth, do you think it will run away to Nele, or do you reckon Tinne will come out positive? Because it could just knock you this, couldn't it? You know,
It could. Again, it's all depends on mindset, doesn't it?
I'm going to stick with Tinne.
I'm
going to stick with Tinne in this
one.
Yeah,
I think we'll stick with our colours.
We're going to stay with our teams.
Yeah, I'll stay in the Nele corner.
You like red, don't you? You're a Man U fan as well. That's what it is.
Favourite colour. She's wearing my favourite colour, so I'll stick with her. She's looking again. Just come out first.
Come out first onto court. Shown a lot of energy, isn't she?
Yeah.
Tinne definitely looks a little bit down from when she was a couple of games ago.
Yeah, you look at the difference in the body language.
It's massive, isn't it?
Yeah. And Nele looks like she's up for a battle, and Tinne at this point
2 games all.
not quite ready to go.
It's interesting. One of those replays, we've got their coach Rodney in, and he is the spitting image of Rod Stewart.
Did you see it?
He's not. Well, he wasn't on the. He wasn't on the mic. Maybe. You know, after matches have finished,
Is
bit
he
of
between
karaoke.
games? There we go then. Final game.
Bit hard hitting there to start this
They're
fifth
coming
and
out.
final game. Back down that backhand wall.
Boasting.
It's a good rally to start that.
Yeah.
Let's start this fifth game. A lot of energy in it. Both players looking.
I think she could get a let there.
Up the tempo a bit.
I think that's a
Yeah.
let. I think she could have got that.
Yeah. I think so. What do you think?
I think so, yeah.
I think that's
She
fair.
got that one back.
What's that boast again? They love this boast. But it's working so effectively if they can get it in the right patterns.
The other thing is, seems to be
1 love.
Nele seems to be trying to push Tinne onto the forehand a little bit.
And that was
Which
where
I
we were
think
getting
is
the
the weaker,
openings, weren't we?
I think that's what she's trying to do. I think that's maybe
That
why
was
she's
definitely
taking it.
yeah, definitely down that forehand where we're getting the opportunities opening up.
And just look a little bit looser down that side. Oh,
That's where earlier on in this match she was putting that in nice
Too
and
low.
simple, straight, short on that backhand.
it's gone cross court.
Just taking on that little bit more risk, really, isn't it?
Well, yeah. I think Nele would have got it, and if it was up and the court was wide open. We're really careful when you're playing that cross court drop.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's either very good, isn't it, or you get caught out and they get back in the rally straight away.
Yeah.
That's the plus side of playing straight on that
Yeah,
drop,
playing
isn't
straight
it?
is always
doesn't
a
give the
percentage shot.
opportunity.
Yeah.
In the same way, anyway, you can play it really badly, and it does. But
Yeah.
more times than not, you're giving
Yeah,
yourself
it's
that
alright.
little bit more margin. No, you don't play any drops badly, Kev. Your drops are normally pretty watertight, aren't they?
Not sure about that. Depends how much practice I Oh. Do you think fitness has got to come into this game?
Yeah, I think
I think
it's gonna come in, isn't it? Nele's obviously got a couple of more years of
yeah,
maturity in it.
yeah.
I mean, Tinne there looks
I think she looks a
little bit tighter.
dead on her well, not dead on her feet,
Yeah.
but
I think as well, it's mindset, isn't it? Comes into how you're feeling. You know, if you keep yourself sort of positive in your thoughts, that then comes through into your movement and your physicality and how you let that affect you.
there's a mistake. from Tinne. Starting to run away from it at the start of this
Four love.
fifth game.
It's 4-0 there. It's Man United red. There's a stat about red teams always winning, isn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember the percentage, but it's pretty high.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be a,
Mm.
I wouldn't say a lucky colour, but a dominant colour.
Well, I'm a Liverpool fan, so red's
so you'd
also,
say the same,
also yeah. Maybe we bring it down for you Man United fans, but maybe not last few seasons. But
Another. And out. 1-4.
Now she's got to try and dig in here and pull some
yeah,
points back
it's resetting.
before it runs
isn't
away.
It? Just staying calm, resetting, ready for what's.
I still think Nele looks the bouncier of the two, and that's a great shot. She just looks like eager on the ball,
And
and
out. 5-4.
fresher, and
Yeah, she's shown a lot more spring in her step and taking that ball earlier and just taking the initiative really in all the rallies. Oh, don't want to make too many of those though. Too many of those tins.
And out. 2-5.
It's only a 3-point
it's
gap.
the worst feeling, isn't it, when you just clip that top.
And you've done everything.
Like, yeah.
Open the chance.
He's literally 1 or 2 millimetres away from being perfect.
Oh,
Well,
is that a
leaves
frame
off the
there? I reckon?
forehand, yeah.
Does it hit the edge?
Really trying to work each other here. I think she's going to have
Yes,
to get there.
out. 2-5.
Back on the backswing.
That's fair, isn't it?
Not noticed too much conversation or even acknowledgement between the two sisters, have you?
No. Death stares.
Yeah.
No, it's not been too much.
And out.
Which is interesting actually.
Yeah.
6-2.
You could. I've seen some of these kind of sibling battles where people are quite chatty and it's try and keep it relaxed, you know. The Spaggies tend to do that. They tend to be a bit more. It gets fiery, but you know, like they acknowledge each
But
other.
then they'll, yeah.
Whereas these two, you're right, they've not. I don't think they've looked at each other once.
Nice. Maybe that's how they keep it.
Keep,
So they-
keep it fair.
That's a great volley there. Good play there from Tinne. Good pressure on the front of that
And
front,
out
backhand
3-6.
corner again.
Yes, really good pressure.
So midpoint in this final game.
Yeah.
3 points difference. If Tinne's going to get back in, she needs the next couple of points really.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. She just needs to get a couple more points and it could get interesting. I think you're right though, Kevin.
From
The
Nele,
older sister might just
keep that gap. You've basically just got to win every other point now. Wit.
That's a nice
Yeah,
little hold.
yeah.
That's a good shot. that.
Great hold. Dragged her opponent in.
Drawing her
And
in,
that's
showing the
7-3.
drop, sending her back out. Nice and simple. Simple way to hold, but it works really well.
Simple, effective.
Don't try that one at home though, club players. I think that might end up badly.
Yeah.
Stick with a straight drop.
If you find that difficult, don't do what James Wilstrop does. Like you were doing this morning.
Got the 360s around,
Oh yeah.
around that ball.
I'd have confidence to do that.
I tell you what, it's coaching that's taught me those quick shots, Kev.
Yeah.
It's all these
Can you
kids
do?
that have
Yeah,
got
you
them
do. Yeah. Pick things up that boast.
every time.
8-3.
Yeah, I think she's Tinne's feet. It's hard when you're this far down in the fifth.
Again, it's body language, isn't it?
Yeah, this far down in the fifth, you're probably hurting. And both players are hurting a bit, but when you're down, you hurt that bit more.
She now needs to really fight, doesn't she?
Yeah, you either really dig in and claw your way back in it.
It's whether or not you got the stomach for that real fight.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's nearly at the floor.
That probably says she hasn't. But
9-3.
9-3.
I mean, I don't know a lot of the past results, but I don't know if this is the closest. Maybe she's.
Yeah, my records would say this is the closest.
So there could be some positives there for Tinne.
Yeah, I think she's shown some great stuff. Like for a 19-year-old, she's shown some great squash all the way through. You know, like this fifth game is away from her.
Yeah.
Every other game was
just showing the dominance.
Good fighting, really.
But the fourth and fifth, Nele's really
That's
experience-wise. She's come out and she's looked energetic. She's looked
yeah, she's definitely shown
like she wants to win. She didn't want to lose this one.
No. She obviously got to the final of this event last year. She's probably wanting to get back there again.
But she's going to come up against
is probably
the number 1 seed in the semis, though.
Yeah, it's going to be
Neil tomorrow. That's it.
11-3.
That's that
Game
both
and
in.
match to Nele.
I think that's
3 games to 2. 11-5. 9-11. 9-11.
Back down on
11-6.
with MC.
11-3.
Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation again for both players for a truly entertaining and great match. So maybe if I could just have a few words with yourself first. I'm sure always difficult to play your sister. The fact that it is your sister, does that make it a little bit easier to bear or even more painful?
We've played so many times and it's always mentally so hard to play her. I never managed to beat her, but hopefully one day. I was close today, but not good enough.
You are younger, and you've certainly got that advantage, and having a sister who's making her own way on the world tour, surely that's got to be an inspiration to you as well.
Yeah, of course. She's a big inspiration to me since I was young. Yeah, it's nice to have a sister like her.
Let's speak. Nele, if you could just come here, listen. Congratulations. Is it fair to say that that's the toughest match you've ever had against your sister?
I don't know. I think every match we have is tough. Just because this one went to 5 doesn't mean it was tougher than when it's 3-love or 3-1. Like it's always tough, especially mentally.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Even though often people judge the duration of the match in terms of how difficult it is, but playing your sister mentally, does that just make it that little bit more difficult for you?
Yeah, it does. Because I don't know, it's your sister, and when you're playing against someone, you want to beat them and you want to crush them, and it's just tough when you're playing against someone that close to you.
So tomorrow, hopefully, if you go and crush them, it's going to be a lot easier, I'm sure. You're looking forward to tomorrow's match?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing against Camille, I think. Yeah.
Well, we'll certainly look forward to it. Congratulations. I know it's very difficult, but you had a great game. You made a lot of friends, a lot of people watch you on social media. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you again, and we look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, please show appreciation for both players.
So we'll have a really quick break here and then lead straight into our next match. Again, live on squashball.tv and on our Facebook page and squashball.com. Thanks for joining us.